Hey guys, welcome to Piano Challenge number 33. Today we're going to work on this cool blues lick. Alright, I'm going to show it to you note for note. We're going to break it down, have a backing track, all that good stuff. Now if you want to grab the sheet music and the backing track, just go ahead back to PianoWithWillie.com/challenge, put your name and email address in there, and then I will set you up so that you can grab this sheet music and the backing track. Alright, so the right hand, these are all notes built off of the blues scale, starting on the sharp 4, resolving up to the 5th to the 7th. Very common sound. Second finger, thumb, fourth finger is what I use. So you want to get comfortable with that. Start nice and slow. Notice that it's shaped as well. I don't play it very mechanical. I'm kind of like scooping it. Hear how has that shape and gets a little bit louder as the triplet moves on. The left hand, root 5 up to root 6 on C7. So it's triplet, 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 trip. Now when we move to the F chord, notice I just wrote out straight eighth notes here. That doesn't mean that you go. Okay, here we're still going to swing them. Okay, so. But I wanted to show you the difference in how we can write this out. Typically we write it out like this because writing it out like this is a little bit more confusing to read, quite honestly, okay? So writing it out like this is just plain old eighth notes and putting in that it should be played swung is a lot easier to be able to read. However, since there's all these triplets over here in the right hand, I wanted to show you the left hand so you could see how they line up. So the right hand is triplet, 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 do. Ooh. Okay. Notice what I'm doing in the left hand as well, that kind of rocking motion going on. Now if you're going to be playing jazz, and you're going to be playing these more jazz chords, see how you can take that lick, or you can even alter the lick like I did there, right? And then you can play the same notes in the right hand using different chords, even if you do. If you know the bass line from my Ben's Blues lesson, okay, that bass line, you could do that bass line while doing these licks in the right hand, okay? So you can use this lick and use this lick idea over a broad spectrum of different styles of music, so it doesn't just have to be a blues shuffle. Now I have a play-along track here for you that you can download, right, and just make it a little bit easier to practice. 1, 2, let's go. Okay, now, where most students end up going wrong is that they look at this stuff just as notes, all right? And they think, okay, all right, I got the notes, like whatever it is, right? Let's say they're going to do exactly the lick, right? But it feels very stiff and it doesn't feel groove-based, all right? You need to be able to get into the groove with the lick in order for it to really be successful. So, How do you do that? Number one, you got to practice the heck out of this thing. I mean, you got to practice it a lot so that it really feels comfortable underneath your fingertips. And then what you got to do is you have to like really come to it at different times. Like not just like, okay, I sit down at 6 p.m. and this is when I practice. Try playing it first thing in the morning. Try playing it late at night, all right? You want to try and make it so that this lick becomes part of your just everyday routine. Every time you go by the keyboard of the piano, try sitting down, playing the lick, right? Play along with the drum track as well. The backing track is going to be of huge help to you because that is a blues shuffle feel. You're going to listen to the drums, and that naturally is going to start to filter into your playing, okay? I learn a lot from drummers, okay? And my improvisation has definitely been influenced over the years by drummers, okay? But then also think about the dynamics. So like, hear how that's not straight. Hear how I'm not playing the left hand all equal. It's like, right? So you've got to practice it over and over again to finally get that groove. I say start with this. You can do that same groove, same right hand over all the chords in the blues as well. Over G, F, okay? So it takes a while. Every now and again, you know, I make mistakes too. Every now and again in that feel, I don't play this feel a lot, so sometimes I'll make a mistake in that feel as well and just have to get back into the groove of it, right? So remember, it's all about groove, right? And again, groove, it's hard to define, but it's kind of like you know it when you hear it kind of deal, all right? But groove is really defined by the rhythm and the dynamics, okay? So it's like what you're doing dynamically, your articulation, the rhythm that you're playing, okay? So now if you want to get better at this, check out this 10 Jazz and Blues licks lesson, okay? So there's the link to the lesson. This lick is right out of that lesson, okay? You can get a bunch more instruction and some more licks and whatnot right there. Like I said, you can also go back to PianoWithWillie.com/challenge. Download the backing track, okay? This cool shuffle backing track. That's going to help you to like really get down that groove. Like listen to that. Right? So the bass and the drum, the bass and snare there is really establishing that shuffle rhythm for you, okay? So if you listen to that, you listen to that over and over and practice that for a few weeks, you're going to find that like, oh yeah, now I start to get it, all right? So check out PianoWithWillie.com/challenge.